Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. So the question is, how is everybody doing today? That is the important, that is the question. Just wait until I'm fully loaded into the server so that it's not going to freak out on me. Why is my stream health low? Stream is active, no problems. Why is it saying my stream health is low? Stream health excellent. Okay. Slightly confused, but whatever. So, ta-da! Dwa, 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 dwa. Okay, so today we're going to be looking a little bit at Botania. I have started my second island. I got a couple of these elevator blocks in my doodly-doo, banana flower, in my builder's loot bags. And I also decided in between episodes to make myself a enhanced builder's guide. So what the enhanced builder's guide does is it creates a pattern. So let's take you down one. Why are you not responding to the button pushes, little device? Oh, that destroyed it? Does mining it without a pick destroy it? I'm slightly confused. Okay. I did not realize that mining it without a pick would destroy it. What have we got in here? We've got a drowning creeper. Interesting. So I presume that's the kind of creeper that deposits water everywhere. Huh. I will have to make a new one. Basically, what it does is it allows you to place blocks without actually going out there. So you can place a giant island without ever actually stepping out onto the island. So that's 2,000. So let's pop over here and grab just over 2,000. To be honest, I don't really care about wasting it. And we'll just say you start making that. And you can come back with me and we'll just mass craft you into blocks. Oops. Inventory tweaks. Trigger shortcut index size 9 failed. Interesting. Now what I might do is just pop you out of here, because I don't really need the arcane stone stored in there, and just replace you with stone gravel. That's fine. So yeah, I appear to have broken my enhanced building guide. Not sure how. The enhanced builder's guide is just 2 redstone, a torch, 4 glass, and 2 ender pearls, which we do have, or should have, because we've been opening loot crates. So I'll put one of these back down, because I'm planning on moving a lot of stuff upstairs, including potentially and probably my Botania stuff. Planes, axles, octagons, hexagons, pentagons, triangle. Then we have this sort of triangle. We can actually rotate him round. Now, I thought there was a way we could make it so that this thing wasn't in the center of it. I always thought there was a way you could make it so this thing wasn't central to it. You could push the thing. That's what I thought these were for, because they don't do anything else. But it doesn't seem to want to push the symbol in any direction. See, that makes the count reset, but it doesn't push the symbol. Interesting. So you will have to build out to the center of somewhere. So for Botania, I think I'm just going to start with a nice big circular island to, or another nice big circular island to just place grass down on. So I think I'm going to extend in this direction because this is the direction I was using for my Botania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll get our enhanced builder's guide. Hey, Pavel. Hey, Salnix. Pluses on each side expand in that direction. Pluses on a side expand in whichever direction you want. So, if I rotate you... Does the flat side never get round here? Or have I've just been rotating it backwards and forwards over and over again. Okay, and then we want to go plus. Nope. And go plus, 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 plus. Oh no, maybe the plus sides do expand in that direction. Oh yeah, you're right, they do. My day's been okay so far. So if I move you in by 1, and you in by 1, and you in by 1. Oh. So break you with a pickaxe. And then we are going to... Actually, I think we're probably going to go up a little bit. Probably going to go like 1, 2, 3. That's right. And then we are just going to feed it an absolute ton of stone. And then we're going to go -1, -1, -1, -1. And we're going to feed it an absolute ton of stone again. -1, -1, -1, and -1. And feed an absolute ton of stone again. What? Ooh. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I did not know that the I did not know the Botania wand could do this, but okay. Ah, that's how you shift it. That's how you move it in a particular direction. So you can do what I wanted to do. I was just being a dirt face and getting it wrong. I assume you need to do it this way as you can't just build. Oh, I can just build, but to a certain extent, it can be easier using that thing. It decided not to be today because it's a jerk, but this allows you to make perfect shapes, which I mean might help me make a nicer looking platform. It also allows you to build distally to yourself, so like this is a lot easier to do, filling in this square in the center, than it would have been to make a perfect triangle without this. Hey, Doggy Man, how you doing today? How is your day today? Sal Nex, you're on? Sal Nexia, why aren't you on? Naughty Sal. Ooh, I think I actually just finally got my final job offer through. I just saw something saying unconditional job offer pop up in my emails. 1 second, guys. I do need to pop and check that quickly, because that's importante. Let's see. Unconditional job officer. Unconditional job officer. 123803373. Dear Mr. Thomas, please find attached unconditional offer for above post. Okay, yep, that's fine. Please be advised. Notified automatically of start date. Once new appointment form is complete. Hey, I got a job. Finally, I've been waiting for the last few bits of that job offer to come through for ages, and I finally got it. That's excellent. Oh. Well, that's not creepy as sin. One, two, three, four, five, six. So, like here. Yep, IRL job. IRL job. And then, so... 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here. Matches up that one and that one. And then we're going to put one here. Nope, that's entirely the wrong place because that's not the middle. Droid is wonderful at counting. Here, like so. And then I will put them just one in. Got my first full-time job this Tuesday. Well done, Pavel. What's your first full-time job? What is this job you have acquired? Hashtag job acquired. What job did you get, Droid? It's not a fancy or posh or interesting job. I just got a job as a clinical secretariat officer. So basically doing clinical typing for a dental surgical unit. Again, I've got so much of this dust now, it really doesn't matter. Whoop. Whoop. But I'm wasting a little bit of it here and there. So let's have a look at this. What I want to do is I want to make a few arcane stairs. Wrong way. So let's quickly just throw together a few arcane stairs. That's probably way too many. Electrician, it basically came with school. Ah, so you finished on like an electrician's apprenticeship sort of thing. Hey, dude, to have a full-time job is not a bad a thing. Wing. Okay, so the next thing I need is a big amount of dirt to set up Botania. We're probably also going to take some of our automated things up there as well. We're going to leave, actually, probably leave some of our automated things down here. So, grass. Luckily, grass is pretty easy to make in this mod pack. So what we're going to do is I'm actually probably going to basically create like little light columns, because I know these things light up the area, so I'm probably just going to thicken them out. Yeah, I'm going to automate some things. I'm going to automate Botania or automate some mana generation and etc. first. So we're going to start with like 3 patch of grass and 3 patch of grass, and then like and then we're going to have bloop, 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 bloop. Just so that, you know, there's a chance I can walk off the edge of my own island. After all, what is an island if there isn't a chance you can walk off the edge of your own one? You see? I'm probably going to trim these corners off because they don't fit the pattern. Boop, 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 boop. So we're going to start by automating some mana generation using endoflames. Now, there's going to be a real cheat with automating endoflames in this one. Basically, this mod pack has a mod in it, which I've seen many times before. And basically, this mod pack allows you to burn leaves and sticks, which aren't always burnable. Leaves and sticks and saplings. I think sticks are always burnable in vanilla, but leaves aren't. The advantage with being able to burn leaves is that basically what we're going to do is we are going to just set up hopper hocks, very similar to our dust dispenser for charging the crystals. We're going to set up hopper hocks, and sorry, not hopper hocks, dispensers, and we're going to complains about Sal always walking dangerous places, but put stairs around silence so shift doesn't work so well. Exactly. And I only complain about you walking dangerous places when you accept a TPA to me. Like, I TPA... Well, when I accept a TPA to you, I TPA to you, and it's like, oh, look, we're on the very freaking edge of the island. could not possibly get any more edgier than being on this edge right now. And it's like, you did this on purpose. So we're going to put a little section of arcane stone in. If we need to expand the dirt later, we can, but for now, I'm just going to fill this area in with arcane stone. Hey, Zalnexia, welcome to the server. Actually, to be fair, hey, Just Beam, welcome. To be fair, the island, falling off this island doesn't massively matter. I've completely screwed that up. It's supposed to be back here. I've completely screwed that up. Falling off the island doesn't matter because we do have forgiving Sky Islands or Forgiving Void installed. And Forgiving Void basically just means you fall all the way around, and as long as you're not missing health, which I am at the moment, as long as you're not missing health, you land with half a heart every time. So there we go. We've got that done. So I'm going to go and grab something to eat, unless I've got something on me. I've got a pizza on me. You'll do. Where have you been for the past few months? Being alive and in terrible mental condition. How have you been? So let's grab you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I like the thought that I'm traveling with dual screen. You're traveling with dual screen. That's moderately impressive. Let's grab a diamond, make a mana diamond, and then a mana tablet. How much mana? I need some more mana stone, but that's fine. I can just very quickly throw together a bit of stone. And we'll make a little bit more mana stone, a little bit more living rock before we go up, because I can take that mana with me rather than wasting it. So let's head on up to our Botania platform, which is south, and we're going to set up you, and then we're going to set up you, and then we're going to set up a hopping bonsai with a type of tree that doesn't produce something unburnable. So I know that apple trees produce apples which aren't burnable. So let's have a look at our nature essence and see what other kinds of tree we can produce. So we can produce pretty much every kind of tree there is in base Minecraft. So jungle saplings. I believe these produce cocoa when placed in a bonsai, which is non-burnable. So we can't use jungle saplings. So what about spruce saplings? Spruce saplings, burn time, burn time, burn time, and burn time. So a spruce sapling will produce literally just burnable items. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves 4 spruce saplings, and we're going to make ourselves hopping bonsais. I'm back after having a Wi-Fi router restart. Nice. Or not so nice, as the case may be. Going to grab 2 hopping bonsais. Like so. And then we're going to grab ourselves droppers, which are really easy to make. They're just redstone and cobble. I don't have any Kuble, but that can be solved. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. That's fine. And we're going to make a couple of droppers. And then if we have a look at any type of wood is burnable, but what I want is one that produces nothing burnable, nothing that's not burnable. So oak trees produce apples, which you can't burn. Jungle trees produce cocoa, which you can't burn. I'm looking for something that only produces burnable stuff. 2 redstone, 4 gold, 2 mana glass, and a mana steel. So 2 mana glass, and I need an iron ingot to make mana steel. And we're going to grab... I needed gold and iron. Gold and redstone, which I have. So we're going to make an hovering hourglass. I need more gold. Ooh, am I out of gold? Miner, can I have some gold, please? Wow, my inventory has now become an absolute mess. Unfired porcelain clay, mana diamond. Mana diamond. Yes. You. Surrounded by you. Make a mana tablet. Throw you in here. And then tell you to... give your mana. Hey, Austin. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I remember you, Austin. I only clear my inventory out when I need space. Yeah, I'm kind of the same, which is terrible. I really should try and keep my inventory a little more clear. Gunpowder in here, along with the zombie brain. We can go and put the Kuble away. And yeah, that should be fine for now. Excellent. So if we pop up here, I need 1 sand. I went all the way up there and I need a sand. 1 sand. Thank you. So just like with our crystal charging mechanic, we're basically going to set this up so that this produces us infinite free mana. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to set you up probably above this one. And then we're going to set up a little... raised mana pool. Probably like here. Like that. Droid is more important than Chernobyl. Yes, precisely. Droid is far more important than Chernobyl. 2, 3. So you're all bound. You are bound to you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a dropper. 2 droppers. And we're going to go 1, 2. And where'd my hourglass go? I'm sure I made my hourglass. Don't tell me I've thrown my hourglass somewhere. Where'd I put my hourglass? Did I not craft it? I'm sure I crafted it. Oh, I didn't craft it because I didn't have the gold for it. Of course, I was waiting for the gold to finish. How do I know when the light collector from Hartwell is charged? Bright yellow bands around the edge. Can come look at my miner if you want. Has them on top. So, I then need to put down my Botania hourglass here and give it sand. You see, now these things will start just spitting out whatever they produce. And when they spit out whatever they produce, it will get caught up and burnt by the... That's fine, Selnexia. It gets caught up and burnt by the... Ender Flames. You see, they just picked up that stick and they just picked up that log and they're producing me mana. So it is literally an endless source of mana. So that's just going to generate us perpetual mana. The other thing I need to do is set up my pure daisy. Premature was it premature desomethingcation, probably. Let's do that here. Let's pop you down and go with you. So there we go. We can now use our pure daisy up here. And the thing we're kind of interested in is gathering enough mana, which I can check with my wand, which we've got barely any of at the moment. Gathering enough mana to put together a set of runes. What are you set to? You're set to take mana from a tablet. Excellent. So drain my tablet into there. Because that's going to actually be a reasonable amount of mana. And you see, the reason why I'm set up this system, although it's not the fastest system in the world, it's just perpetual self-sustaining. I don't have to do anything with it. It's just going to do it all by itself. Which, for a server especially, because on the server I've got this chunk loaded, for a server especially, like being able to just have it do stuff by itself is very, very useful. I can just set it going and it'll just happily tick along. And I don't have to worry about it. So in the meantime, which runes have I made? I've got Rune of Fire and Rune of Water. Okay, so if I look up runes, which runes do I need? Runes. I need Rune of Earth. So I need stone and a block of coal and a mushroom. Ooh. I can make mushrooms using natures. Did you get the Wither Skull? No, I haven't gotten a Wither Skull yet. So I can make mushrooms quite easily. I need stone, which I've got on me. And I need a block of coal, which is pretty simple because I've got coal. So I need a block of coal. I then need mana dust, mana steel. Yep, so I've got everything I need to make my earth runes, apart from a little bit of living rock. If I can get the living rock out of here easily enough. And the idea would be that eventually, when I need it, I'm going to have another mana producing setup set up on the other side. Possibly the same one, possibly a different one. But you can see that these are still just happily ticking away. At least two of them are burning at any one time. See, that one's burning and that one's burning at the moment. Just happily just ticking away and making me mana. So my other mana spreader is going to go on the side of you, and we're just going to bind him to here. And then we're going to go one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. And that should start producing us a earth elemental. So while that's producing us an earth one, thinking of needing Wither Skulls, I can head down here and just grab one of you. They are all getting sucked up by this thing, but that doesn't really matter. And we need some more crystals, some more dust to charge that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does Stonesia require a Gaia Spirit? Probably because they realized how powerful Stonesia was on an island where you can very easily make infinite stone. I think possibly also because it doesn't need to be like loose stone. So one of the reasons why I sort of conceived that they might be doing that is that if it's loose stone, then it might just be a case of essentially you could get free mana very, very, very easily without even a like complex setup. You just need a lava gen on a stone block or even on a normal island. See, I think you can just randomly get with a skeleton orbs if you do this, but I think they're quite rare. So it just doesn't look like we're getting any, which is a disappointment because that means we have to craft them, which means we need an absolute ton of black crystals. Because if it's placed stone, then yeah, it's literally just. I wonder if I can hopper items into this. I'm actually going to try that. Because if I can hopper dust into that, that's going to make that a lot easier. So let's quickly just throw together a hopper. Just a basic Minecraft hopper with its weird texture in this one. Because iron's not exactly a worry now. My portal goes to a fortress. That's really useful. Can I just have you hopper in? I can. Oh, well, that makes making these things a lot easier. So making crystals is no longer as difficult as it was before, and it wasn't difficult back then. So I broke my wand, which is fine. We can make another wand. So yeah, I think I might just charge that up with dust. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just have a little automated crystal farm here. Now if I put my wand back and grab a second one of you, then I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Droid figured out a way to make crystals faster. I did indeed. And I'm quite thankful for it. With a skeleton. 1, 2. Nope. That one. 3. And we're out of the crystals, but that's fine because we've got you. So we're just going to make a stack of nether crystals again. Apparently if you throw a stack through, it doesn't work. You have to throw part stacks through. Okay, that's fine. Possibly because of the way it calculates it. So you can go away, 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 you. I've got one spare stack of mystery dust for some reason. So let's put a bunch of these into here, because if you've got more than one in your inventory, it acts a little bit weird about them. Okay, so we got a bone in that one. Can also turn regular skeleton skulls into wither skeleton skulls. Interesting. If only I had a regular skeleton skull. Still don't see a skull. Okie dokie, no skull so far. Which is minor frustration, but that's fine. We've got everything we need to turn a skull into a wither skeleton skull, so we just need a skull. Even in vanilla Minecraft, wither skeleton skulls are 2% drop rate. So theoretically, like if you were getting average luck, you'd get a skull on your 50th try. This is why skulls are such a pain to people who play Minecraft regularly. I've got 2 gas tiers, but no wither skulls. Can I actually recipe a skull? So with a skeleton skull, I can make using a blank skull, and a blank skull I can make using a bone block and soul dust, which is soulstone. I think I have some soulstone. If I don't have soulstone, I can always go to the nether and fetch some soulstone. Oh, wait. Botania, you're upstairs and I forgot about you. I'm sorry. So this is our earth crystal. Our earth rune. And that leaves us with water and mana. So the water rune is mana dust, string, feather, and white carpet. What's the loot thingies mod called? I think that's Hearthwell. Yeah, Hearthwell. It's the mod that this entire sort of mod pack is kind of based on. So, let's see. Feather? Do I have a feather anywhere? I don't have a feather anywhere. Okay. So I'm going to need to create myself a feather. I thought I got a feather from the phoenixes, but obviously not the phoenixes, the peacocks, but obviously not. Hello, hello, hello. That chunk has not loaded. Let's just drop down here and grab... Oop. Salnexia is... I don't recommend you TP to me right now, Salnexia. I am in the nether and surrounded by... Can we pay the redstone? I kind of have infinite redstone, but... just let me grab my soulstone and I will... What am I being hit by? I have no idea what I was getting hit by then. Vampire pigman. Oof. Have a feather. Oh, you want to give me a feather? Okay. I'll accept a feather so that I can do my... I suppose, yeah, you've been having a lot of animals spawn, haven't you? I'm not quite sure how you've been having so many animals spawn, but yeah, I will accept a feather. I just needed to get out of the nether so that I wasn't going to, like, immediately kill you the moment you came to visit. Because I think about things like that. Unlike some people. That is a vampire pigman, and it's scary as balls. Feather! Whoop whoop! you had your absorption bag on you. Oh, the absorption bag. Oh, you have egg. You have an egg that was floating by the floor. Oh, wait, what? Ah! I'm being egged. Salnexia has come to my island to egg me. White carpet. So, rune of water. A rune of air, sorry. Feather, white carpet, string. Yep, I've got everything apart from a piece of string on me. There we go. So we can go and get rid of the bow over the edge because we don't need a bow. We can go mana steel, feather, string, white carpet, mana powder, and that starts ticking along. You guys are still making me mana. You see, when this gets up to the top, it then spits everything out, and those things get picked up. I'm not trying to do any flower at the moment. I'm just trying to get all the runes together. Once I get all the runes together, I'll be able to make... There is something I wanted to make that used all the runes. Terrasteel agglomeration plate was what I needed to make to progress. So that's one of the targets. Well, that was a creepy sound. Oh, and I can't even see the thing that's there, supposedly. Oh, that's just creepy. It has creepy things that giggle at you. Ooh. I need to take some iron up with me. Iron. And we need to throw you on there and blop you. And we're just going to go like... Have a little soul stone thing here. I might, or I'm definitely going to... Nope, not the pickaxe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm definitely going to extend the ticker time because it doesn't need to be that long. Is that not a rune of mana? Rune of summer, rune of spring. Ah, it requires a mana pearl. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to grab probably a piece of soul sand and extend that timer. Just because I don't need the timer to be ticking that often. The trees aren't growing that often. Because I think a piece of soul sand is like 30 seconds. So I need to create a mana pearl, which is an ender pearl. Magpie eggs. Oh, nice try. Nice try with the magpie eggs. I ain't making magpies. I know they steal stuff. I'm no dummy. So... Start with 1. That might be too long, in which case I'll have to put just a bunch of sand in it instead. Because I need the terrasteel agglomeration plate to progress. I also need mana generation. So yes, I will be looking into flowers. I think using basic runes I can make a tinkle flower. Yeah, that just requires a rune of earth. The stone easier requires Gaia spirits, and the bloody enchantress requires rune of fire, rune of summer, and rune of wrath. So it requires 3 tiers. So yeah, that's 1 minute. Kind of looks like it's too long. Yeah, definitely too long. So what we need instead is we need a bunch of sand. Speaking of which...
It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Hey, Lumos, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. How are you doing today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry if that was way too loud. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that loud. So yes, we need some basic sand, which we can grab in here. So let's say a 12-second timer. That will mitigate a lot of the over-the-top clicking that we have. There we go. And that will just slowly dispense these items that are in the dispensers. And there we go. So we've got one of every type of rune. Now, let's have a look at the Tinkleberry. Because it might be a very powerful source of mana for us. Now, what we can do is we can make another mana spreader to test it. I wasn't expecting to hear that day. To be honest, I'm never expecting to hear it. I come into every day.
It's hard to
Hey, Mr.
overstate
Beast
my
di Romania.
satisfaction.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for popping in. Hello. How are you doing today, Mr. Romania? I hope you are doing well. So we want to have a look at the Tinkleberry. Tinkle flower. Not the Tonkel flower, the Tinkle flower. The Tonkel flower is something entirely different. So we need 2 spirit fragments, which we get by smashing up spirit with a mana steel fragment. The question is, how do we get spirit? I think there is a quest line for that. It requires us to get nightmare fuel. Okay. So let's have a look at... No. Let's have a look at nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel is acquired by dropping coal into a mana pole. That's not bad. So let's throw down some coal. Nice stream. Hey, Ionuts Tombumanu. Welcome. I hope that's not a swear word in another language. That's probably a swear word in another language, isn't it? And there's another quest. So this, spirit fuel. Supposedly, like, it has some kind of link. Spirit fuel. There is no recipe for spirit fuel. It's not. Okie dokie. That's fine. I'm not particularly bothered by it. Like, I'm trying to find the recipe for spirit fuel. Because I can't find the recipe for it. What was... It's from Extra Botany. Okay. Extra Botany. Is there actually a guide telling me how to get spirit fuel somewhere? Because I have no idea how to get this. Whatsoever. Do I just throw you back in? Maybe? No. Divine Spirit is from Natural Pledges. Says Living Rock Pedestal. Thank you. Nice stream to you too. Living Rock Pedestal. Spirit Fuel fragments. Spirit Fuel doesn't have a recipe. Good night, Husky. Thank you very much for popping in. I thought Droid knows everything. No, Droid knows a lot of things. Droid doesn't know everything. Droid is fallible. Not massively fallible, but fallible. So let's just go with the really easy thing and just very quickly see if I can drop the fuel into a bucket of water in a pedestal. Doesn't look like that's the way to do it. Easier, annoying flower, stardust, Lotus teleports creatures. Enchanted orchid transforms grass block into enchanted soil. Congratulations, Salnexia, for entering Solus. How do I make spirit fuel then? It doesn't give me any guidance anywhere on how to make spirit fuel. Botania book. That's the book of nature. I want my Lexica Botania, which is... Where have I put my Lexica Botania? I know I made one. I'm going to have to make another one because I can't find my Lexica Botania. Fair enough. That's Lexica Botania. Lovely. Basics and mechanics. Basics and mechanics. Type to search. Nope. I want to type to search. Spirit. No. Spirit. No. The server is open to the public. Yes. Natural apparatus, mystical items, baubles and accessories, ender artifacts, alphomancy, extra botany, divinity, miscellaneous, extra botany. Nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel is an advanced fuel created by mana infusion. It seems to be edible. Oh, I have a feeling I need to send it through to Elfheim. That's why I haven't got a recipe for it yet, because I haven't unlocked Alfheim knowledge yet. Because although it's off on its own quest line, I feel okay. I have a suspicion now as to what I need to do. What's it called? It's called a Terry Steel. Terry Steel. So I need a block of mana steel, which is fine. I need 3 blocks of lapis lazuli, which is fine. And I need 1 of each of you runes. So 1 of each rune. And a block of iron. Or block worth of iron that we can mix with mana. And the advantage is that over time, when I'm offline, this thing's just going to slowly be producing me mana. To be fair, it's not doing a bad job of just keeping me in mana anyway. Don't leave, droid. Just get something to eat, definitely. Food is always good. So, we need a block of mana. And then we need 3 blocks of lapis, which I have a feeling... Oh, look at that. Exactly 3 blocks of lapis. And there's our Terra Steel agglomeration plate. Now, admittedly, we now need, I think it's another 4 blocks of lapis. The living rock pedestal. Right-click to place items in the living rock pedestal. A hammer can be used to forge items on a living rock pedestal. Ah, okay, so that's why that was there. A gilded potato. Many have other uses. Okay, weird. I want to look up mana manipulation. No, is it? Where is it? Is it mana manipulation? No, it's not mana manipulation. Functional flora, mystical. Ah, maybe in here. Where is it? Portal to Alfheim requires Terra Steel, extra botany, divinity, miscellaneous, lexicon index. Terra Steel requires the Terra Steel agglomeration plate, which uses... Yeah, we need 4 more blocks of lapis. So 4 more blocks of lapis. Do we get lapis ore? I don't think we do we? Oh, we do get lapis ore. Oh, lovely. That makes this far easier. No more worrying about making lapis using cores. There's a few things that I still can only make via cores, but 90% of the stuff I need is just a mining shoot away, which is useful, to say the least. So I need 4 more blocks of lapis, which I'm just going to make a bunch of blocks just to clear the space. I have to leave GI Witch with the stream. Good luck with the stream. Thank you very much, Mr. Beast. Thank you very much for popping into the stream. Your Visit and your sub was greatly appreciated. I hope you have a good day, dude. We'll pop the soul sand away as well, because we don't need the soul sand. And sort our buckets. And then we can pop up and place our terrasteel agglomeration plate. Now, we don't have anywhere near enough mana for the terrasteel agglomeration plate yet, but that's fine. The terrasteel agglomeration plate can go down here. For now. I always say things like this can go here for now, and then it never gets moved. That is quintessentially what I'm like with Minecraft. It's like, this can go here for now. I'm never going to move it, but it can go here for now. So now we need an absolute butt ton of mana. So let's have a look in our book, because we've got a few interesting things we can, few interesting generating flora. Endoflames we can make. Entropiniums. Entropiniums produce a lot of mana. Now, they do use up TNT, but we do have access to sources of gunpowder and sand. So that's not unthought of. We do need a Rune of Wrath for that, though. Gormorillus. Gormorillus eats foods, and you have to kind of alternate the foods it eats. That requires a Rune of Summer. Hydrangeas are free, but they're also passive flowers, so I think they decay over time. Fleeting flora that will decay after 1 hour of real-world time. Moonlight Lily, like the Nightshade, the Moonlight Lily generates mana at night, but is slightly more efficient. Please note that it will still decay. Munchdew. The Munchdew requires a Rune of Gluttony. However, the Munchdew would be reasonably easy to automate. The Narslimus. There's sort of unbeknownst power to the universe that creates slimes at seemingly random spots in slime chunks. They call it. The Narcillus is a flower that has the ability to tap into its energy. Placed down near a slime created by that power, it'll destroy it and collect the mana generated by the entropy. The larger the slime, the more mana is created. It also makes a bit of a sticky mess. I'm curious. It says that only works in slime chunks, but in one direction around here somewhere, I have a slime island. It's over here. Wonder if that would work to generate mana from those slimes. The Omniviolet. Omniviolet books or written books into mana. Creates the amount of mana generated. Bookshelves can be placed around the Omnivore for a similar fashion to an enchantment table. Spring, mana, and lust. So all of these so far have required like second level things. That requires a Rune of Mana to turn XP into mana. Stonesia, Sunshine Lily. Like Daybloom's, Sunshine Lily only works in vanilla slime chunks, but works on slimes no matter how spawned. So I'd have to find a vanilla slime chunk, but as long as it was in a slime chunk. Does this version of JEI tell me where slime chunks are? Plains, 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 plains. Botania. Just says plains region, so I don't know if it's going to tell us where a slime chunk is. So that's basically the equivalent of the data. Now, to be honest, it decays, but it's also dirt cheap. It's white and yellow. So if I grab some logs, wrong direction. How many different mod packs have you played? Since my very first time playing Minecraft, God knows, a lot. I've played a lot of mod packs since I first started playing Minecraft. So let's have a look what we've got white and yellow wise. We've got plenty of yellow, but we will need some more. Now, doubt this has been fixed, but we'll have a look anyway. Are you just going to produce me greys, or are you going to produce me yellows? You're going to produce me whites for some reason. Okay. Hey, Minecraft. Josie Krosko. I failed miserably to pronounce that properly, but that's okay. I'm sure you don't mind. So one thing I might do is like that. What is the recipe for this fertile soil? 4 grass, 4 fertilized blocks, which is bone meal and gunpowder, which shouldn't be too bad. So if I make fertilizer blocks, I then just need a shard of woot life. How are you doing today? So yeah, that's not particularly difficult. I just need to cook up some more bones to get some more bone meal. And then we can make a much more significant one. Salnexia has achieved diamonds. Well done, Salnexia. So let's go with you and you. And then let's say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1. And then I need to make some seeds, which I can make from you. Are there any other interesting recipes for seeds? Not particularly. So let's make a bunch more seeds. And grab a bucket. I'm guessing the spirit fuel is made by throwing nightmare fuel into Alfheim. What kind of circuits do you recommend I automate? Most of them. I know it's really silly to be outraged stupid Apple monitor stand, which I will never buy, but man, it costs more than I paid for my car. Yeah, welcome to the eccentricities of Apple, shall we say, where Apple has decided that they are going to charge you an arm and a leg for something that should not cost you an arm and a leg. Hello from Slovakia. Excellent. So I'm going to pop you down like here. And angle you at this. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty sure those don't have the thing where they interfere with each other. And then we're going to pop down and sleep. Because although those decay, it's nice to get a little bit of free sunlight-powered mana every now and again. And we can see how these guys generate mana. Okay, so they're generating mana reasonably quickly. If we go and check our... When all 3 of them are going, it generates mana much faster, but these things just passively generate mana with no need for any attention. Gave you a subscribe. Thank you very much. If you are not set to private, it should pop up on the screen at some point soon. Thank you for the subscription. You will get your little jingle in a moment if you have not set yourself to private. Boop. And grab this. I need 1 more bone, I think, but... when they charge 5,000 for a monitor, but at least they get lesser stand. Well, this is the thing with Apple's kind of Apple's style of doing business is it's not there to make things easy for people. It's not there to be convenient. It's there to make them a ton of money. Elf daughter, welcome to the stream. It has been a long time, Elfie. How are you today? I hope you are well. Elf Daughter Crafts is another YouTuber who produces some very interesting videos. Does produce occasional gaming content. Oh, 1 second. That may be my job. Hello. Speaking. Hello. Excellent. I currently sort of spend most of my week in Hereford with the person I'm caring for, which I'm currently rolling off at the moment because I was getting into the job. Just helping, but I've currently also staying with someone in Cardiff for the rest of the week. That's fine. I'll be back. I go backwards and forwards between Hereford and Cardiff. Yep. Yep. That's fine. Yep. Mhm. Yeah. At the moment, yeah, that seems like that'd be perfectly convenient. I think Tuesday to Friday would probably be best. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if you need someone later on a Wednesday, I mean, I'm always happy to discuss with managers like being flexible with time and like starting a little bit later and starting a little bit earlier, depending on if there's stuff that needs doing. Yep. 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 Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. Basically, I think as soon as I've gotten all the contracts signed, to be fair. Right. Okay. Okay. In which case, probably what day is it today? It's Wednesday today, isn't it? Thursday. Um, so I don't know if there's any point in me starting Friday this week because basically there's I'll be there and I'll be getting in the way of people at the end of their week. So Monday next week, Tuesday next week, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's fine. I can start Tuesday next week. Yep, dental reception. Yep. Okie dokie. Sounds good to me. Oh, excellent. I'm looking forward to starting. Yep. Thank you very much. You too. Bye bye. And I'm back. Well, I'm sure you heard half of that conversation. It looks like I am starting my job next Tuesday. So that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Bit surprised it happened that quickly, but I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. And we want to make ourselves a bunch more of this, and then use this to make fertilized dirt. Which will mean that like streams may shift about a bit, and like when I'm streaming and things might change a little bit, because just getting used to kind of what time I have available, when I can turn up, and sort of when I can be available on stream and things. But yeah, that's a nice little ticker for today. And the fact that these produce white ones means it's actually really, really easy to just mass produce the daybloom flowers. So actually, because it's so easy to mass produce the daybloom flowers, I think it might actually be a case of me just producing a massive field of dayblooms to produce mana for me. But yeah, it's not. It's just a dental secretariat job, so it's not like shockingly amazing. But it's a job, and I haven't worked for a while because I've been a carer. So it's already hard for me to catch your streams. It'll be harder with both of us start working. Yes, it will, Pavel. I mean, I don't stream that often. The only reason I'm streaming this mod pack, actually, is because I made a joke on a server. I was on a Discord server where a guy actually does run mod packs. And I made the joke that I would stream again when he mounted this mod pack on a server, at which point he immediately mounted this mod pack on a server, and it's like, okay. I see what you did there. Very clever. Rather than constantly using nature's essence to get wheat, I probably should set up a basic wheat farm, really. Now, I don't have any farming blocks, but what I can do is I can use the same trick I used... the same trick I used earlier. And basically create one of these, but for wheat. Droid got bamboozled. I did. Droid got bamboozled, and that's why I'm streaming this mod pack. Although, actually, I'm really thoroughly enjoying this mod pack. I will say that. I'm really quite happy playing this mod pack, because I'm quite enjoying it. This mod pack is quite a lot of fun. So I might set up a secondary wheat farm. But how are you doing mana-wise? Okay, so he's slowly gaining mana over time, which is a good thing. As far as what I do next, because the next thing I need to do basically is I need to get Terra Steel, and I need to make the Portal of Alfheim. Because if I can get the Portal of Alfheim complete, then I unlock a lot of other things. But we're kind of stuck there because we're just waiting for mana to generate. That's kind of where we are now, is we're just after generating mana. So in the meantime, I think what I will do is I will put away some bits and pieces from around. And I will have a look into either build... Yeah, I'll build a wheat farm. What's the IP for the server? If you join the Discord, it's got all of the servers that Electrified runs. Electrified is a Patreon supported server, but they're free to use. The servers are free to use. Electrified is a guy who creates things. That's okay, dude. I tell you what, let's quickly grab all of our rewards, Common crates, cosmetic crates, food crates, build crates, an uncommon crate, and a piece of coal. So the piece of coal can go away. The chance cube can go in here along with the cosmetic crates. And the food crates as well, because we're not really need to open any food crates at the moment, but we're going to open the builder, the uncommon, and the common crates. So let's start with the builder crates. Another chisel, some more arcane stone, some more monochrome stone, some iridescent logs, and another chisel. Elf Daughter gave you a subscribe. Excellent. I do love to see subscriptions going out to the people I care about. And the arcane stone can just go away because we're not really needing the arcane stone right now. I should move this as well, actually. The common crates are going to give us a grass fiber mesh. That's not terrible. A stone crook, that's completely useless. Some orange books. Books are useful. Heavy shears, red books, coal pieces, and a wooden laser gun. So I don't have any power to power... it's fully charged. One second, I just want to go and shoot something with the wooden laser gun and see what happens. How much damage is this thing doing? Okay, so it is doing damage. It's actually not bad. It's wooden tough tool rod, wooden pipe piece, prismarine laser medium, which is the laser power and range, and manulian. That's actually really not bad at all. That's not a bad tool at all. That's very interesting. Okay. So I got myself a wooden laser rifle. Okay. And an iron chest piece, which I shift clicked and it disappeared. Ah, there we go. Into the hand with you. Onto the body with the iron chest piece. Which for a second there I thought I'd successfully duped, but I haven't. Some coal pieces, which are just little kind of fuel. Some books. The heavy shears will come into effect later on when I need shears, but the stone crook can just get thrown off the island because we don't need crooks. And the uncommon reward is a reward bag Enos. You have a chance to collect the following items. 6 mystical petals. Okay. I mean, I'm not exactly going to cheer it because it's 6 mystical petals, but I'm also not exactly going to run away from it. 3 mystical petals is 3 mystical petals. So the question is where... Piggy! Hi, Piggy. Bye, Piggy. The question is then, where do I want to set up my wheat farm? While these guys just tick away making me mana. I suppose I could set my wheat farm up here. I might even like be able to extend my wheat farm out over this. I don't think that needs light to grow. So I could put my wheat farm out over the top of there. Which might not be a bad idea. I do not know the channel Studio Moon TV. So let's quickly just grab some of you. And just throw you into here to generate me more power from our power crystals. And yeah, we're just looking at generating like a butt ton of mana. So there's a couple of island expansions I kind of want. I want an island expansion where I can have a load of sunflowers, because the sunflowers are so easy to dupe. And I want a island expansion where I can have a wheat farm. So let's quickly grab the luminous glass along with the stone. And let's grab our enhanced building guide. And let's see if I can get this right this time. So what I want to do is in this direction, because this is the direction where we have already got one farm, I want to build up. Oop, no, that's not how you build a staircase droid. I want to build up to like here. Again, that's not how you build a staircase droid. And then pop it down facing like that. And we rotate it. And then we say changing to dome mode, change to full cuboid mode, cylinder mode, sphere mode, planes mode, axes, octagon, hexagon, pentagon, triangle, dome, full cuboid. I don't have my lever on me, which I should have gone and got. If I had simple, if the simple thingamabob was working better, if the simple storage was working, I would have ranged storage collection or ranged storage detection by now. But because simple storage isn't working, I don't, which makes it a little bit of a pain in the butt. Dang, it makes it over there. I was kind of hoping it would start it further that way, but that's okay. We actually want to be one block down anyway. So let's come across in this direction. And then place you down. And say we want this, but we want it to be so we want one more that way, and then we want it to extend out in that direction and this direction, like so. There we go, and then we can spam the build key, spam the build key. I like that we've got the inventory tweaks add-on that allows us to just auto-complete those things. And then we're going to throw a quick perimeter around the edge, like so. Actually probably put a second perimeter barrier on here, just because a 3 wide section for water to run is usually the easiest to get running smoothly so everything goes in the right direction. There we go. And what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to start putting in some glowing glass. And what we're probably going to do is run essentially a line of glowing glass across the top of the farm. Which means we need a little bit more glowing glass, but that's fine. It's pretty cheap to make. Glowstone we are mining with our auto miner, and glass we're getting quite easily. So luminous glass. Only sleep at night, that's fine. So we will run you along here. Like so. And that will basically guarantee that this place is lit, because we're going to have this like light strip running across the top of it. So the next thing we need to do is figure out kind of distances. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 from the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the end of that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. So we just want to run this one up a floor. Like so. And run our barrier out around the edge of it. And then this is going to be our collection plate here. So then we actually do need to run this barrier out all the way around, because the dirt's going to take it one block higher. So we need to run this around like so. Luckily the glass means that lighting this is pretty much already finished. We don't have to worry about relighting it. We're going to throw dirt in, and we're going to use the same trick, but we're probably going to use add in a little bit of a trick as well for transporting items using the unique item that we get in this mod pack, which is the gravity block. So probably what I want to do is take this line out and this line out and this line out and put in stairs there, so you can just run straight up. Oh, I broke my obsidian pick at last. That took a while. We do have some spare obsidian, so we can repair our obsidian pickup. Not a problem. So now we need a bunch of dirt. We have a bunch of dirt. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but thankfully dirt is pretty easy to make in this mod pack. I mean, we could make seeds of dirt and explode them, but I don't think we need to worry about making seeds of dirt and exploding them. I don't think that's really a necessary concern. So let's throw down you. Now this is going to be a semi-manual farm as usual with this sort of thing, just because we don't have access to any kind of farm block yet. I don't have access to the farmer yet. The wood mob farm cannot farm hostile mobs from tiny mob farms. Weird. Okay, that's very odd indeed. But explosions are cool. Explosions are cool. I will definitely say explosions are cool. I'm not sure where that comes from, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit of wood. That's fine. So we're going to go shovel head in obsidian, axe head in obsidian, binder in wood, and stick in wood. And then we're going to make ourselves le matok. like so. Then we need hydrating water, so we're going to need a few buckets of water. We're also going to need a dispenser. And as well as a dispenser, we're going to need a timer. So all of this should be well within our reach. We need some string from in here. So we need a dispenser, which needs a dropper, which needs Kuble. So dropper into dispenser, and then we need a clock. And the clock is one of you, and then we need some iron. So 42 iron, which we can split between our two ferni. Soul stone. I wanted to cook up to make soul dust because I wanted to make blank skulls. Yes, that is why I wanted soul dust, to make blank skulls. So actually, I'm going to do that for you. Give me iron. Give me iron. No, take the skulls. Thank you. So although it is oddly kind of expensive because they're flowers that die, the ease with which we can get flower petals and the ease with which we're going to be able to get seeds means that yeah, we shouldn't have too much of a trouble. So let's put in our water sources. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Water source 1. One, two, three, four, 5. Source 2. I think I put that one to the left of where it was supposed to go. We shall see if this breaks momentarily. So once that's done, we then just need to seed this. And actually, we probably don't want to... we probably actually don't want the clock. We probably just want to run a redstone line and have a lever like here so that we can pull the lever and harvest everything. Okay, so everything's getting hydrated. That's fine. So we then want to produce some kind of item collector. Now, an absorption hopper might work perfectly fine if we have everything we need to make an absorption hopper. We have an ender pearl. Do we have blaze at all anywhere? Use. We do have blaze, which means we should be able to make an absorption hopper. We just need a hopper, which we have got one in here. And that should allow us to make a absorption hopper. And do we have any spare drawers? I don't think so, but that's fine because I can make 2 chests, make a double drawer set. That's not how you make a double drawer set. Make a double drawer set like that. I can turn one of these into upgrade tokens, and then turn one upgrade token into a void token, and 1 upgrade token into an emerald upgrade token. There we go. And then we can go up and we can set up our storage for our wheat farm. So what it's probably going to be is it's probably going to be like here, and then oh, so we have the vacuum hopper from OpenBlocks and we have the absorption hopper. Huh, interesting. Interesting indeed. So hopefully that will be able to suck the items in around here, so... No, it won't. So... Ah, right. So this is probably the wrong kind of hopper. I probably wanted the other kind of absorption hopper. Well, poopsie doodle. So I think the other kind of absorption hopper just teleports items to it. It doesn't actually vacuum them. Because if I like pop an item here, yeah, it just kind of teleports up into it rather than vacuuming it. So I probably made a boo-boo there, because you are the wrong kind of absorption hopper. But that's fine because I can just make myself an Enderman seed, which costs me 2 purple and 2 black. That's fine. 2 black, and I need some more purple. And again, my inventory's just become a wild mess. But that's fine. And we can go use Enderman. Couple of ender pearls, thank you very much. And do we have blaze? That's another question. We don't have blaze. So is there a way to get blaze more easily? I could make a blaze loot crate. That's what I could do. Let's just throw this ore in here to cook up. And put the spare dirt, wood, cobble, arcane stone away for now. And actually we can put the clock away because I don't need a clock. I will need a little bit of redstone though. So we want to make an absorption hopper, which means we need a blaze. So the recipe for a blaze is 3 morning star, 1 shining dawn. 3 morning star, 1 shining dawn. That's fine. And we can set the blaze, because we don't have any way to auto plant seeds, so we're going to manually Salnexia made vivid waves. I don't even know what vivid waves is. Craft a mana pool to store mana. Ah, Salnexia's getting into Botania. That was quick, Salnexia. You went from diamonds to Botania fast. So I want an absorption hopper. This guy, which requires another of you, which means we need some more iron. That's fine. And you need some fuel. So I'm just going to be very, very lazy and not even bother crafting it into planks because I've got my endless supply of fuel. You and you. I wasn't taking the piss. I was saying, like, that was quick. Like, you've been distracted packing and you've still been really blinking fast getting that done. Then if I hide the area, basically anything I throw down here should just get instantly sucked up by the... Yeah, that's fine. That's what I want to see. And then in the northerly direction, I want you to output items. And then I'm going to run redstone along here. And I'll need a lever, which is convenient because I've got one. And we'll pop that there. And that is exactly what I wanted to see it do. Hey, Quick Cascade, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So now I just need to produce myself a bunch of seeds that can then basically self-replicate. So we need recipe, bunch of seeds. And then we're basically just going to use that to kind of create more seeds in the long run, which I think is probably the Redstone Master. Hey, I've got some reasonably nice little kind of doodads that use redstone running at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to set this up to just grow me a bunch of wheat, just using very basic vanilla style auto farms. How's our mana coming along now? Considering we've been leaving this going for now. Okay, Droid, I need to go. Hopefully you'll play Subnautica Below Zero. They are adding some big dish into that game. I do have Subnautica Below Zero. I should probably get round to playing it one day. God, the mana is slow. The mana is so slow. It is painfully slow. But what I can do is grab my spare grass. Actually, make a bunch of spare grass. Ah, I am out of dirt essence, which means I need leaves. So, mystical fertilizer and shears. Actually, no, that's going to destroy that light there. Come with me, you. What am I doing? I'm using mystical fertilizer. I don't need a fertilization block. Big fish. Big fish as in a leviathan? Very probably some kind of leviathan. They do like their leviathans. Thank you for keeping it day, Salnexia. I need that for my day blooms. And there we go. So I should be able to make a bunch of you now. Oh yeah, bunch of you now. There we go. Bye, Pavel. Have a good one, dude. Thank you very much for popping into the stream. Ooh. My screen went black. I may have killed the server. I don't know how. Checking the Discord to see if I can... yes, and it's not killed the server. It's just because it was a standard. It was just a preset restart. Okay, that's fine. Preset restart of the server. Okie dokles. I didn't break the server. It was pre-timed restart. I just missed the restart messages. I'll stay on for a little bit, yeah. It's only 1 o'clock. I'll stay on for a couple more hours once the servers come back up. What on earth game is that from? He likes breaking servers in chunks. I don't like breaking servers in chunks. Okay, I occasionally like breaking chunks. Especially if it's chunks of chocolate. Just break off a big chunk of chocolate and just nom 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 nom. A good kind of a good thing for most people on, like, one thing I'll say about like servers is there is just a general thing about if you're on a server, it tends to be a lot of fun just to see how far you can push the server. People who own servers do not like that, and it's actually very rude, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun just to see like how far you can push a server before it pops. I did take part in a challenge once to see how fast you can break servers. It was a challenge to see how fast someone would be able to break a server, and basically I just made a ton of automated cobble gens, pouring them into storage drawers, and then vein mined the storage drawers. I think it took me 14 minutes to break the server, something like that. This one, no, this one isn't Stone Block 2. This is Mystical Skies. Hence the name of the stream is Mystical Skies on Fried the Beast server. Mystical Skies is a really interesting one because it's not based on Exnahilo, it's not based on Sky Resources, it's not based on Sky_Resources, which is Dark Osto's mod, which is the one that basically took the name of MSR Pixels mod, which I thought was a little bit kind of. And also, like, why didn't Dark Osto call his resource mod Treesources? Because, I mean, like, the pun was right there. Dark Osto missed the pun, which I'm very disappointed with. Poor pun. Completely missed the pun. Well, the servers are slowly coming back online again. I should really start streaming when the servers don't go offline. The servers that are run by Electrofry do have regular restarts, but then that does also help with the tick over of kind of like sorting out problems and making sure the server doesn't go too wrong. That's 4 of the servers up. There's Builder's Paradise coming back online. So Friedbees or Electrofried is a guy who created a mod pack called Not the Bees. He then created a mod pack called Mass Production. And he hosted these mod packs on a server, and he set up a Discord for it, and the server just kind of grew and got more powerful and bigger and better and everything. And Electrofried decided to set up servers in his own home and actually have like a server box. And started funding it off Patreon. He does need a few more Patreons to make it fully funded, but he does provide the servers for free, apart from a couple of servers which are Patreon locked. Really nice guy. Really, really chill Discord. Really friendly Discord. Great servers to play on. We don't actually have many issues with griefing, despite the fact they're public servers, which is really weird. We have like public open servers. Now we do have FTBU on, so if you claim your stuff, it's not going to get destroyed. Unless you will allow someone to be part of your team. But even then, like, we don't have problems with people sniping at people or messing about or doing TNT cannons and stuff to blow people up. Which I think is very impressive. It's very good that we've got a thing. thing. So there's the Sky Factory 4, Builder's Paradise, all the magic, which means it should be us next on Mystical Skies for the startup. It's just a shame that the startup seemed to happen about the right time. Hey, Minecraft, welcome back. Jozik. Not Jozki, Jozik. Now I just have to, now that I'm starting my job on next Tuesday, I just have to start trying kind of look around how things are going to work. Because I'm not going to be able to stream at this time anymore. Because I'm going to be working. I don't usually make teams for Skyblock servers. But people can TPA and people can visit and things. So you know, but yes, but on Feed the Beast Utilities, you can't claim an area without making a team. So you have to make a team, even if it's just a team of one, so that you can claim the area. And on Mystical Sky server, you have to claim the area because otherwise the mystical grass doesn't grow, and the mystical grass is what everything is based off. Come on, Mystical Skies. Get back. I want to get back to doing some auto farm construction, etc. Yeah, Feed the Beast Utilities is a mod that Feed the Beast Utilities is a mod that allows you to claim things on servers and make them protected. There we go. Mystical Skies has come back online. Lovely jubbly. So I can also start moving some of my farms from downstairs and kind of clearing out some space and maybe setting up some sort of more organized storage near my crafting. Because I've now got the space upstairs to sort of put some of my farms. I've got the dust farm, which is always going to be downstairs. But I've got like this thing, which is kind of just here and slightly in the way. So we're going to make some stairs. Like so. And we're just going to take these upstairs and put the stairs in. Mystical Skies is back. Whoop. Yep, Mystical Skies has returned. And once this is all grown, we can just trigger that and pull it across and be done with that. There is an auto dust farm. Say hello to my auto dust farm. That just slowly gathers me dust over time. I think I've placed that pretty much perfectly over the top of this farm as well, which I'm quite happy with. And then that ticks down, and then the grass regrows, and then it does it again. And we are currently at 9,000 dust. Oh my god! I did not think we were going to have 9,000 dust. Yeah, it uses a vanilla farming mechanic, but there is my vanilla farming dust farm. I should probably actually increase the delay in ticks because that seems to be going, and reduce the duration in ticks as well because that seems to be going a bit too long. Oh, shiz. I'm so glad I've got full health. Well, I did want to come up to the top, and this is one way to get up to the top. That is indeed a way to get to the top. Not the best way to get to the top, but it's a way. It is modded, but some of the mechanics that I'm using are vanilla just because of kind of not necessarily convenience, but just because of how some of it is crafted. Um, the vanilla mechanics are helpful for making sure things run properly or things are working, because there isn't really an automated farming block until we get into Ender.io, and Ender.io is miles down the quest chain. Like to get into Ender.io, although I have just started Ender.io. Yeah, I actually have just started Ender.io, so I could start getting into Ender.io now. But to get into Ender.io, you need to do the mystical ore puller. So you have to build that thing before you can get into Ender.io, which makes sense actually, because bedrock. Now the problem is, I know what I can do with this. I just want to check to make sure I can do it. Let's make a displacer, and then let's make an enhanced displacer. So I'm just going to pop this down in here, and then just check to see if I can do it. Do what I think I can. I can, and it seems to dupe the... Seems to dupe it, maybe? That's weird. If that's very weird. So let's say in this direction, I'm going to do this. Did I put my luminous glass away? Stupid boy. So let's grab our sunshines and let's grab our luminous glass again. Actually, let's grab the vacuum hopper we made that was useless for what we were thinking of using it for, because that'll be fine. And then we're going to put in you. And then probably in this location we're going to have you. And that will give us a vacuum hopper, which is going to absorb stuff. And then we need a flint and steel. And we can actually automate this as well, if we so desire to. Let's put the bedrock away. Hey, Salnexia, welcome back. We're just trying to automate Grains of Infinity now. Not sure why I'm trying to automate Grains of Infinity, just am. Don't ask me why I do it. I just do it because I'm mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we want a dispenser again, which means one of you. And then I think I'm going to need to get 3 string. Oh no, I seem to have 3 string there. 3 string. And then I'm going to need a clock, which conveniently I made one. There we go. And then over here, we're going to just pop dispenser down here, clock down here, and we're going to say delay of like 60 and duration of like 2. And then it won't use up durability when it's not when there's a fire there. But that will just automate the generation of where am I getting random spruce logs from? That will just automate the generation of grains of infinity. Clicking intensifies. So these haven't broken yet, which I'm quite impressed by, because they've actually been there for a while. It does say they decay over time, so I am expecting them to die. Right. We won't be able to sleep through this night, which is... right. Okay, I see the problem. I see why we're picking up spruce logs. I need to put you kind of down here instead. Hopefully then you won't pick up spruce and things anymore. Should have thought about that. But yes, now we have grains of infinity, which is good. Which means we can head towards basic capacitors and maybe even a basic farming station. Like I built my little kind of splurge farm, but I might actually have a farming station done before this thing even produces me a yield. That would be embarrassing if I had a farming station done that quickly afterwards. It's like, I'm going to make this thing. 5 seconds later, I don't need this thing. Oops. I should have thought before I made the thing. Oh, soul dust. Okay, so there was something I wanted to do with soul dust. What was it? Skulls. Yes, skulls. Use. Bone blocks. Then I can create blank skulls from soul dust. And then with blank skulls, I can create wither skeleton skulls from wither skeleton essence. Oh, poopsadoodles. I did not realize that I didn't think that I needed the essence there. Dang it. Blank skulls are cool, but not that useful. And yes, my storage is a mess. Almost a stack of iron. I've got over a stack of iron now. But then my little ore pulling generator has been generating for a while. Use with the skeletons are shards of soil fire. Just going to generate a bunch of shards. Nice and fast. Luckily, these aren't particularly difficult to make, which I think is quite a good thing. We just occasionally need to use up a little bit of heavy metal and a gem just to create ourselves a dust picker. And we can create a nice big stack of these. I don't think there's any way to automate it. I might be able to automate it with a actuator or something like that to right click the dust picker. But for now, let's go and manufacture ourselves some wither skeletons. I can manufacture myself a whole bunch of wither skeletons really very easily. Like, the hardest thing is the crystal gems, but I can actually just use the crystal gem duping thing. And actually, that's one thing I should make a vacuum hopper for. If I make a vacuum hopper for the crystal gem duping thing, that's probably one of the better things I can do with my time. Right, so let's put all of these in here because it does freak out slightly if you have more than one in your inventory, which is just an issue with the mod. I see a wither skull. Ba-da-da-da-da-da! 3 wither skulls in total. Perfect. That's absolutely excellent. I just got a triplicate of wither skulls. So it was literally just a case of just making tons and tons of those. That's fine. So if I grab an ender pearl and a blaze powder, and I just make myself another one of those absorption hoppers, which are far, far better than the vacuum hoppers, even if they are 2 obsidian more expensive. 2 obsidian is not a lot. That doesn't bother me particularly. What I can do is over here, I can set it up here and do show area and make sure it's containing this entire area. It is. Excellent. If anything, we're actually probably going to send it slightly to the south. Yeah, going to send it slightly to the south so that it's not going to catch up anything from in here. And then we're going to make some burst crystals. So let's see what we can do with a burst. So what I really want to do is I want to do some crystal burst seeds. And that requires me to make nothing else. Like, there we go. So we've got a crystal burst seed. So that was 8, and then I think it bursts into like 18. So I think we get back a nice chunk of reward for doing that. What have we got in here at the moment? We've got a Zomble, which wasn't a bad thing to fight. We've got our enhanced displacer. Really, we should just use our regular displacer for obsidian because there's no real reason to waste the enhanced displacer on obsidian. I fear I must leave. No worries, dude. Thank you very much for popping in. Your time on the stream was greatly appreciated. I'm sure you'll watch the video later on. As if. Base looks okay for now. Does my base look okay for now? My base looks... That looks like the start of a spaceship, doesn't it? There's the front of the spaceship, there's the body, and there's one of the little junk wings. That actually... I inadvertently started building a Star Trek spaceship. I may have to now finish building a Star Trek spaceship. I may have to do the other nacelle on the other side. Yours looks a touch scary. Why does my island does not look scary? Why does my island look scary? There's nothing scary about my massive, horrific monstrosity of an island. Let's grab another... I'm finally starting to eat the food. Mainly because I'm just running everywhere now. Let's just grab a bunch of the dust. I may actually just start binning dust because it's getting a bit silly now. The sheer amount of dust I have. And by dust I mean the stone dust. Hey, Fluff Boy, welcome to the stream. Can I build a trash can? I wonder. Because, I mean, I've got plenty of storage in my drawers to store this stuff. I'm just wondering if I can build a trash can. Want a quick look, Mace? Sure, Sal. Why not? Let's pop to your base on stream and have a quick look at the bus. /DPA Sal. Four, 3, 2, 1. Teleport. Okay, so we've got some Botania flowers. We've got 4 4 things. We've got the start of Botania. I'm surprised you've gone so quickly into Botania. I suppose it's beneficial because making mana is very slow, so getting mana going early is good. It's very symmetrical. It's very symmetrical, which is quite impressive. You haven't automated your dust, which you might regret later on. What on earth are you? You have a beetle from Mystic Libram. Okay. Nice, nice. By the way, you can make the end portal any size you want, and you can put it horizontal as well if you want. So you can put it flat on the floor if you want. I'm tempted to just have a hole that you fall into, that you land in the ender portal. You've got your Ferni tucked into the side. Nice. You've gone for a diamond chest. Why haven't you upgraded to obsidian? Just out of curiosity. I suppose you haven't produced that much obsidian, have you? Okay. Yeah. I'm moderately impressed. You've got a reasonably pretty island. I'll accept. You are a better builder and designer than I am. I just build monstrosities. I build massive, massive monstrosities. And my island is most certainly a horrific monstrosity at the moment. But I don't care. I don't care. I like my monstrosity of an island. I don't need your validation. Let's grab my tape from in my chest, in my backpack. Put the book away, put the shears away. Put you away for now. Tape this up. And then we can break it. Droid is only complaining. Droid complains about everything. It's fine. Droid understands that he is not loved. Why is there spruce wood over here? It's just random bits of spruce wood appearing. And there we go, 11 crystal blocks. So we went from 8 to 11. That's not really worth it, actually. Thinking about the other way of making crystal blocks is to smelt down Mysterious, which is, yeah, that's really not worth it. The burst crystals for, like, if they gave you 80, yeah. I have 0 sense or thought into placing blocks. I'm just like, I need a platform for this, therefore I'm going to make platform. Basically act like a monkey's crawling over the keyboard. Yep, that would be me. You make a platform. I do. That makes sense. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would beg to differ with you on that particular fact. So under here, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go... we're going to go like this. I'm going to grab you. I'll probably go with an iron hopper rather than a wooden hopper, just because they're a little bit quicker. This thing is voided, so I don't have to worry about it overspilling, which is useful. So hopper. Just slowly replace my wooden hoppers with iron hoppers as I get more and more iron. I mean, I've got a stack of iron bubbling away at the moment, which is fine. And then we'll pop you here. You need to go here. Then we pop you in here and you in here. And then we just seal up for all eternity. And that will just infinitely generate me arcane stone. There we go. Our flowers finally started breaking. So all of these are also bound to that guy, yeah? Yeah, all of these are bound to that guy. That's fine. Excellent, eh? So I can now, once I get some more seeds, start mass manufacturing this. Which, 85%. Okay, so is there a way I can speed growth? There are growth accelerators, which require blocks of Infernum essence. We've also got lamps of growth, hose of growth, crystal growth chambers from Thormic Additions. Need to transform this into a spaceship. It kind of is headed that way anyway, but I do get what you mean. So it would be 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers up. One, two, three, and then we do a double. So 1, 2, 3, and then we do this, and then we put a set of steps on. And then we do a 5 wide up at the top here, and put a lamp either side. Now this may require me to move this because this is going to get covered up eventually, and that requires sunlight. It requires to see the sky, but this is basically the start of our kind of slightly more organized platform. So that's going to be the start of our sort of second nacelle. So I want to create a lot of flowers because I need to generate myself a ton of mana. So let's see where we are flower-wise. We are not too bad flower-wise. Again, I'm just going to throw you off, throw you off. So I want to generate an absolute ton of mystical flowers because mystical flowers will give me... Mystical yellow will give me yellow and white, which allows me to make the day blooms. And if I can make just a silly number of the day bloom flowers, I can use them, because even if they decay, if I can make, if I like, right now that's 2 day blooms. Like this is just a cheap, quick, easy way to dupe flowers. Leave these ones up so that I can get a few more whites. Like so. It would be nice if this worked, I think, the way it was intended to work, which is that yellow gave you yellow, white gave you white, grey gave you grey. But it seems that they just give you, like, the yellows give you whites and the rest of them all give you greys. Except for the whites, which give you whites. So I think it's just a slight kind of miscalculation on the part of one of the devs. Right, so that gives us a whole bunch of yellow and white petals. Now I'm going to grab a stack of these leaves and see if these leaves are actually what I need to make the crystal mix. That's the crystal box, that's the crystal mix. So this stuff, can I do that? No, I need mysterious flowers for that. However, I think I can use normal flowers to make nature's essence. Normal leaves. Yeah, I can use normal leaves to make nature's essence. That's fine. And then I can use nature's essence to make wheat. Wheat by the stack. And then I can use wheat by the stack to make myself a bunch of seeds. Which actually, considering I can use normal leaves and mysterious dust, I can actually just farm wheat without the wheat farm that's up there. I didn't think about that because because it's normal leaves work for it. It's a case of this here just generates me wheat. Okay, that's fine. Not importante. So what I want is I want you, and then I'll want a free hand as well. And we go 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Nope. Damn it. Game lag. Don't lag on me. There we go. And then we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna go 1. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to make ourselves a whole bunch of these flowers, because with a whole bunch of these flowers, I'm probably going to do this sort of after stream. You can see basically where I'm going with this. And what I can do is I can just put a couple of white and a couple of yellow away, and that kind of guarantees that I'm not going to run out of petals. But you can see where I'm going with this. This is just going to be a crazy amount of these flowers all feeding into just generating me a bunch of mana while I am not online, or while I'm sort of doing this. So I'll probably do that between episodes. In the meantime, I can also plant the rest of this with seeds, because you never know. I've got it now, so I might as well use it. There might be some use for this weird little farm nacelle later. So, as far as kind of like progressing now, I think the next thing I'm going to aim towards is getting a bunch of bits and pieces together to make things like the freezer, so I can get ice and snow. I'm going to, while the sort of in between episodes, I'm going to spend a while sitting at this thing, just generating myself a bunch of crystals. I'm going to make myself a bunch of flowers. I'm going to work towards getting a single terrasteel ingot. Single terrasteel ingot will allow me to open up refined storage, I believe. Refined storage requires the midnight dimension, and the midnight dimension requires the midnight portal, which requires the midnight, which requires the portal to Halfine. Yeah, so once we can get the refined storage open up, I don't know what refined storage is crafting requirement's going to be, because usually what it does is it gives you some kind of limitation based on kind of so that needs, for instance, that means mana powder. So this mod pack chains it so that you need okay, so it needs Thormic Arcana basic enchanting powder. Doesn't show me how I get basic enchanting powder though. That's going to be interesting to try and figure out, is things like basic enchanting powder. But what I will do is I'll probably call the stream here. We have been streaming now for quite a few hours. We have been streaming for 2.5 hours. That's actually not too long. But what I'll do is I'll probably call the stream here. I'll do some grinding in between. So I'll do some gem production, and I'll do some flower production and some mana production. And when we come back, I should be able to make my terrasteel plate, or make my first terrasteel, make my Alfheim portal, make my Midnight portal, and then get into the beginning of refined storage, which will allow me to sort out this mess of chests that I've got all over the place. And that is the main thrust I'm on at the moment, is to get the chest done. Is to get the chest done so that I can get the refined storage done so that I can get my chest sorted. Because at the moment, just having all these chests scattered about is not really helping me all that much. So thank you all for watching. I've been the Gaming Droid. This has been Mystical Skies. And I will see you all in the next stream. Bye everybody. I tore down the pretty you made. I just destroyed the beautiful, but don't worry, we have a second infinite cobble gen. Lovely. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I've been the Game Droid. This has been Mystical Skies, and I will see you all in the next stream. Bye everybody.